Teacher Talks for your school-related updates. Kung bago ka pa lang sa channel ko, please like and subscribe at i-hit mo na rin yung notification bell para lagi kang updated sa mga bago kong videos. So for today's vlog, pag-uusapan natin ang mga dapat ihanda at alamin paano ma-promote as head teacher o principal sa DepEd. So kung handa ka na, simulan na natin. In every ranking for a specific position ay meron tayong sinusunod na general guidelines. Kung sa open ranking for a Teacher 2 or Teacher 3 position ay ginagamitan ng DepEd Order 66 Series 2007 para sa mga head teachers at principal, tandaan natin na ito ay gagamitan ng DepEd Order 42 Series 2007 na maaaring may mga konting modifications or additionals na galing sa mga division offices natin. Again, DepEd Order 42 Series 2007 para sa mga head teachers at principals. So ano-ano ba yung mga bagay na kailangan ninyong ihanda? First of all, kailangan ihanda niyo yung mga sarili nyo. You have to be alert. Alert sa mga memorandum na ibababa ng mga division offices ninyo. Aside from that, kailangan alam mo yung qualifying standards na kung saan aakma kung ano yung position mo ngayon para makapag-apply ka sa susunod na designation or sa susunod na rank. Please be informed na ang pagiging head teacher ay meron hanggang 6. Meron tayong tinatawag na head teacher 1, head teacher 2, head teacher 3, 4, 5, at 6. Sa panahon ngayon ay hindi naman na masyadong mahigpit sa next in rank policy. So ibig sabihin, kahit teacher 2 ka, pwede kang tumalon into another or into a higher position. Basta, susundin natin yung qualifying standards. So, ito yung mga kailangan mo kung ikaw ay nag-i-aim para sa head teacher 1 position. Sa head teacher 2 position, sa head teacher 3 position, sa head teacher 4, head teacher 5, at head teacher 6. Inuulit ko, ito po ay para sa open ranking position. Kung ikaw ay pasok sa alinman sa mga posisyon na yan, that is the only time kung saan magpapasa ka na ng letter of intent kung meron mang publication o meron mang vacancy para sa mga posisyon na yan. So, simulan na natin ang pagpe-prepare ng mga papeles mo. Ready ka na ba? Let's begin. So, number 1, ang unang-una niyong gagawin ay to prepare a letter of intent. Ito ay i-address sa Schools Division Superintendent o SDS. At naka-through sa ASDS na naka-in-charge sa mga division offices ninyo. Ito ay syempre pirmado ninyo as applicant at pwede din naman na ipa-endorse sa inyong mga school heads o sa inyong mga principals. Ito ay ipapasa kasama ng mga qualifying standards MOVs kagaya ng letter A, TOR, letter B, service record, letter C, license, letter D, training, at kung ano pa man yung additionals na hihingin depende sa mga schools division offices natin. Dito sa Schools Division of Bulacan, after ipasa yan, ay makakatanggap ang applicant ng email notifying if he or she is qualified for the position being applied for. Kalakip ng notification na yun via email ay nakalagay din doon yung criteria for the appreciation ng papers mo na kailangan mong ihanda. So, ano-ano yon? So, first thing na kailangan nyo ay ang inyong performance rating. 3 consecutive periods po ang kailangan ninyo. So, paano ba kinocompute yung points nun? So, eto, tingnan ninyo. So, simple lang naman siya computein. Add nyo lang yung tatlong performance rating ninyo times 2 divided by 3. Tapos dito sa may side, nandyan makikita ninyo kung paano ang puntusan. So pag ang score nyo ay 9.4, so magpo-fall siya sa 30 points. Gets? So syempre, ang aim natin lahat ay makuha natin yung maximum points para mas mataas yung maging total score ninyo. Kasi sa head teacher positions, laging 50% above ang kukunin sa RQA or dun sa pinaka-rank list. Pag hindi kayo umabot sa 50 points, hindi kayo masasama dun sa rank. Okay po? So, next requirement natin ay kailangan natin ihanda yung ating experience. So, ito ay merong total of 10 points. Be sure na yung mga experiences at mga MOVs na ilalagay natin dito ay may kinalaman dun sa position na ina-applyan natin. So, bilang nag-a-apply as head teacher position or school head, ay kinakailangan na may kinalaman siya sa supervision. Okay po? So, ano-ano yung mga MOVs na pwede nyong ilagay? Number 1, yung coordinatorship. Kung ano mang subject area kayo coordinator or nag-serve kayo as curriculum chairman, pwede nyo rin ilagay yon. Pwede nyo rin ilagay kung kayo ay na-designate or na-assigned bilang teacher in charge or officer in charge ng isang department or ng school. So, yan ay may malaking kaakibat na puntos. Pangatlong kailangang ihanda ay ang outstanding accomplishments. Ito ay may 30 points at merong 5 components. So, ito yon. Letter A, Outstanding Employee Award na merong 5 points. Ito yung puntos ng mga awards na pwede nyong makuha. Kung kayo ay awardee in the school, meron kayong 1 point. Awardee in the EDIS or nomination in the division, 1.5. Awardee in the district, 2 points. Nomination in the region, awardee in the division, 3 points. Nomination in the department or awardee in the region, 4 points. National or international awardee, makakakuha kayo ng total of 5 points. Yun na yung maximum. Letter B, innovations. Meron din siyang 5 points. So, ito yung mga pwede nyong maging MOVs para dito. Makakakuha kayo ng 2 points kung na-conceptualize and approve ang inyong innovation proposal. 3 points kung fully implemented in the school. 4, adopted in the district. 5, adopted in the division. Innovations must be related, relevant to the current or present situation. At huwag niyong kakalimutan na ang mga educational resources kagaya ng self-learning modules, self-learning kit, SIM, big books, and other blended learning materials can also be considered para sa innovation. At lahat yan, ang total na kailangan niyong makuha ay 5 points. Letter C ay ang research and development projects na may total na 10 points. Ano-ano yan? Acceptance of the educational research proposal, makakakuha kayo ng 4 points. Educational research conducted in the school level, 6 points. Educational research conducted in the district level, 8 points. At educational research conducted in the division level, 10 points. Oo nga pala, I want you to be reminded na ang innovation kagaya ng research and development projects ay divided by kung ilan ang proponents o ilan ang writers. Okay po? The less yung writers, kung ikaw ay solo lang, solo mo yung points. Pero kung meron kang co-writer or co-proponent, asahan mo na divided by yung points na makukuha ninyo depende sa number ng mga gumawa. Okay po? Letter D, naging consultant, resource speaker in training, seminar, workshops, and symposia ka ba? Dahil yan ay magkakaroon ng 5 points. Paano ang puntusan? Pag school level, 0.5. District, 1. EDIS level, 1.5. Division level, 2 points. Regional level, 3. National level, 4. At kung ikaw naman ay naging consultant or speaker sa isang international level, ikaw ay makakakuha ng 5 points. At panghuli sa outstanding accomplishments ay ang publication or authorship na meron ding 5 points. So, paano kayo magkakaroon ng puntos para dito? Remember, articles published in a journal, newspaper, magazine, or wide circulation ay magkakaroon ng 2 points per article, but not to exceed 4 points. Laging tandaan, ang published articles should always be related to education. So kung libro naman yung ipepresent mo as MOV at marami kayong author nito, ay magkakaroon ng 4 points Kaya lang ay divided by kung ilan ang mga writers nito. Kung ikaw naman ay sole author, nag-iisa ka lang, kuha mo yung maximum points na 5. Isa pang kailangang paghandaan ay ang education and trainings na merong 10 points. So, kinakailangan na magkaroon kayo ng complete academic requirements for master's degree to get 6 points. Master's degree, 7 points. Complete academic requirements for doctoral degree, 9 points. At doctoral degree, 10 points. Remember na MOV ninyo dyan ang inyong transcript of records. No TOR, no points. Letter B, training, 10 points. You must be a participant in one training conducted for at least 3 days, not credited during the last promotions. Kung ito ay national level, 8 points. At kung international level naman, ay maximum of 10 points. Another ay ang potential na merong 5 points. At psychosocial attributes and personality traits na meron ding 5 points. So ano-ano yon? So nakapaloob dito yung human relations, decisiveness, stress tolerance, alertness, mga ganon. Ito ay kinukuha sa pamamagitan ng exam at ng interview. So, dun sa nakaraang interview na naganap dun sa experience ko, panel siya, wherein nandun yung ASDS, which is the chairman of the ranking committee, nandun din yung chairman ng personnel, yung school head, kung saang school vacant yung position, at yung EPS. Another ay doon naman sa exam, it's a 1-hour exam na merong objective type, meron ding pa-essay, at meron ding gagawa kayo ng, for example, action plan, o kaya ng memorandum, mga ganon. So, please prepare on that. So, there you have it. So, sana po ay nakatulong ang mga information na shinare ko for this vlog as you journey to be a school head and to be a head teacher in the future. So, I hope and I know that you're all doing your best, not just for the students, not just for the teachers and the entire department, but as well as to yourselves and to your families. So, again po, if you're not yet subscribed in this channel, please do so, and makita-kita po ulit tayo sa susunod na vlog. So again, thank you very much and see ya!